Hey, hello. So this video is for people with total and permanent disabilities who have student loans for schools located in the United States. If this isn't you, I would still appreciate it if you could leave a like or something in the comments to try to get engagement, just so that this video can get into the algorithm and reach the people that it needs to reach, because it can change their lives, I think, significantly. So if you have a total and permanent disability, we're going to go after the TPD discharge. So if you don't know what this is, join the club. I had no idea what this was until I actually went poking around in the Department of Education, because I was having a fight with Nelnet. So first, what we want to do is go to the ed.gov. They haven't gotten rid of this yet, which is a surprise, but I would look at this very soon because of the current administration. So I'm going to go to repay your loans under the pay for college option right here. This is going to take us to the studentaid.gov. Want to go to learn about loan forgiveness options. And what we get here is, well, first of all, other loan forgiveness options that you might want to check out even if you don't have a disability. But we have the total and permanent disability discharge for people with a disability that makes it hard for them to work. So if you're totally and permanently disabled, you may qualify for a discharge of your federal student loans and or a teach grant service obligation. You won't have to repay the following loan types: the direct loan, program loans, the FFEL program loans, federal Perkins loans, and it also relieves you of your teach grant service obligation. So what you need to do is you need to complete the application and you need somebody to sign off on you meeting the requirements. And this can be the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, it can be the Social Security Administration, or an authorized medical professional, which is what I used. And there's different kinds of documentation. For VA documentation, it's different. SSA documentation, you can read this on your own. Medical professional certification. Basically, if you are using this option, you just need your medical professional sign off that you either have a terminal illness or you have a disability that has prevented you from working a full-time job for at least 5 years in the past or in the future. Basically, my medical professional was able to sign off on the fact that I'm going to have this disability my whole life, and so I got, well, you can use a doctor of medicine, a doctor of osteopathy or osteopathic medicine, a nurse practitioner even, a physician assistant, or a certified psychologist at the independent practice level. So any of these people can sign off on you having a total and permanent disability. You can do digital applications and signatures or manual signatures. You can do this, so either way. So all I did was I contacted my medical professional, asked, hey, would you be willing to sign off on this? He said yes, and I just sent it to him. So he could just say that yes, she has a disability that prevents her from working full-time, and it's gonna be there her whole life, okay? And if you need to, payments have been paused because of Biden. I know that they're going to start up again, so you might want to pause your payments because this can take a while. It took months for me to get the results of me applying for this, and that was not during a government shutdown. So you might want to contact them and say that you are planning to apply or have applied and would like a freeze on your loans. Anyway, so I got the little thingy saying, okay, we're going to wait on your application, and I kind of lost hope because I didn't hear from them for weeks, and then I got an email saying, we have approved your total and permanent disability discharge application. So my loans, or I didn't get a teach grant, but that would have also been discharged based on my total and permanent disability. Your loan holders will discharge your loan and return any loan payments that were received after your disability date to the person who made the payments. That means a refund if you gave them payments after your disability date, okay? You have the chance to not only take your loans down to zero, but actually get a refund. So if you are a person who works part-time or can't work at all because of a disability and have been paying loans, you understand how a big deal, what a big deal this is, right? To possibly get a refund, but also to get your loans next, okay? So I do go into a 3-year observation period because I didn't use the VA. So this happens if you use the Social Security or a medical professional. You do go into a little period of them making sure that you are actually permanently disabled, but I am, so there's no problem there. And it still really hadn't sunk in for a little bit until I got my letter from Nelnet the other day. Dear me, the U.S. Department of Education has completed its review of your total and permanent disability information. Your federal student loans with Nelnet listed below is approved for discharge following a 3-year post-discharge monitoring period beginning 6/29/2025. So, it's already started. Current balance? 0. I'm going to be paying $0. I owe Nelnet $0. My student loans are completely paid off. That's $10,000 that I still owe them after paying my student loan for, It's been 10 years now. I've been paying my student loan for 10 years. And I still owe them, $10,000. That was going to be very, very, very hard for me to do. And this has just made things significantly easier. So if you were like me and you did not know that the TPD discharge existed, I would highly, highly, highly suggest go to the Department of Education and just do what I just did in the video. Apply, get someone to sign off, or the VA, the SSA, someone who can say, yes, they have a disability that prevents them from working full-time or at all, and you can get your loans just disappeared. It was actually incredibly easy. I just had to fill out an application and get someone to sign off on it. It was incredibly easy. So, again, please like this video or just do something in the comments or whatever. I want this to be able to reach people who have loans and should not still be paying them off. Thank you, and take care.